Hello, and welcome to another episode of Street Level Marketing. I'm your host, Mark Lamplu. We got a very special guest with us on the show today. His name's Arturo Adiva, and he's the founder of Old Leads to Sales. Arturo, thanks for being a part of the show.
Thanks for having me.
So today we're going to talk about you have a platform you have that uses AI to generate and reactivate cold leads on LinkedIn. So I was looking over your profile and I said, wow, this would be a perfect topic for a show, because that can benefit multiple businesses. And I think a lot of the topic, and even in the business that I do, is, leads, leads, leads. You buy them, it costs thousands of dollars to generate them. And, we want to figure out ways to maximize how we, contact them and stay in contact with them. So why do you believe dormant LinkedIn connections are an overlooked goldmine for businesses?
I think that all the leads in general, like in your database or even in your email list, you pay a lot for that, and you get only 3 to 5% of the conversion of that. So it's a big sunken cost in all businesses. And I say instead of keep buying new leads and investing in more marketing and more ads, why not getting a better conversion rate in your database? Like it's we go pay per performance, so it's not a risk for the business. And we thought, okay, why not? Why better approach instead of keep filling a bucket that is most of the times it's like has a leak. It's not optimized, so you are losing a lot of money in that process, in that pipeline.
Yeah, that makes sense. So how does the cost of chasing new leads compare to reactivating existing ones?
This is, with the AI is a new opportunity in that sense, because before AI, it was a really tedious process, like having a salesperson calling or contacting all leads. It wasn't really an option because, salespeople want fresh leads because they have a better conversion rate. But, with this new technology, is a different story because the AI do the work, and it also feels like a real human, like the way it contacts and how it handles objections and how it goes for persistent for the rebooking and re-engage those leads is something new that happens with this technology.
What kind of businesses can benefit the most from focusing on dormant leads?
I think in finance world is better because it produces a lot of leads and it's also a high ticket, but it can be used for everything. Like it's, e-commerce, it can be for healthcare. So every business that is producing leads, that is advertising, is having probably a big difference between the buyers and the leads, and most of those leads are not converting. It's also just not the all leads is just to start with sunken cost, but this technology can be also used for speed to lead. Like these leads can be contacted in the first 5 minutes after doing the opt-in, and there's a huge upside in that, in contrast with calling after one day. It's like a 35x increase in the conversion if you contact really fast. So you start with all leads that are not used, that is a sunken cost, and then you can improve the whole pipeline.
Can you explain how past interactions signal a lead's potential to re-engage you?
Mm, uh, Again, sorry.
Like, how can you tell by past interactions, from your leads that they can potentially re-engage you? Like, is there
Oh,
signals that you see?
normally is always the same patterns that some people are good leads. It's not like they are not responsive or they don't want or not interested in the offer. It's just their life is busy. They get someone calls him and then they forget, and they realized they had a problem a couple of weeks after. So it's just a bad timing. It's not like they are not interested, because if someone puts the contact information, 50% of the times is because they are really interested. Like, and if you only converting 3 to 5%, there's a huge gap there. So that's basically because lack of manpower to really sell to those leads.
Now, how does your AI system identify which leads are worth pursuing?
Normally, it qualifies after sending the first SMS. They start to go, responsive, non-responsive, really interested, and goes for the call. But the first message is more or less the same for everybody. The only difference is normally the segmentation of the company, because maybe they have different offers, or they have different time frames. Some leads maybe opt-in 6 months ago, and others are 2 weeks ago. So you customize the message based on that, the name of the lead, the offer. But then after that is go down the pipeline and is going to in the CRM in different stages. But the first message is the same.
So you're responding to these leads with text messages, or like how are you interacting with these?
It can be done in different ways, like normally SMS, but it also can be done via WhatsApp. It can be done via email. Those are the three most common ways. Like SMS tends to be to work better in the US, because it's not so crowded as email. Email is flooded with different businesses. SMS is a bit more, if you are interested in that business and you get an SMS, you might respond.
Right. Do you have any examples of any like companies or that saw some surprising revenue from reactivated leads?
Yeah, we are seeing like 20 to 30% response rate in this database that
Wow.
we're given. Yeah, we're given like that. And this the last one was fabric factory. It was almost inexistent in online world, but actually has some interesting database. And we rescue 2 sales, but those 2 sales are like $29,000. So it's big sales.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were just there, gold in the database.
How far back will you go on a dormant lead to try to re-engage?
You go until they say enough, like just delete me from the database. They don't fall into a spam at all. If the lead says, oh, I'm not interested, I don't want it, the bot just take it out from the database. But if it's like, yeah, I don't think that works, or that kind of objections, then it's gonna go until it's a hard no. Like, I really don't want to, I already have it, that's the stop for them. But it's not falling into spam at all.
Okay, yeah, and that's another question I had, because it's a problem that I have fallen into here at a business I'm working with. They have their spam score, uh, it's through the roof, so they're trying to get it under control.
Mm.
Do you check these emails before you send campaigns to make sure that they're still active and things like that?
Yeah, well, we are more focused on SMS, but the thing is with the email, if you have a really bad score, you really need to check a new way of sending those emails, like warming up a new email domain, and then start that way, because it's really hard to. I mean, I'm not saying it's impossible, but sometimes it's not worth it. It's preferable to look at another way of contacting those leads. And obviously audit why did you end in that category, because the best way is to not get there.
Yeah, they figured out the problem. They're the solution now, but it was,
Oh,
you know,
okay.
you were talking about the spam score and made me think of that.
Mm. No,
um,
I would go for a second domain that is similar, that they recognize the brand, but it's not black how you say that, blacklisted by the email provider.
Now, the SMSs that you're sending out, are you sending them out through your platform, or do you use like a third party SMS platform?
Normally, you integrate everything with GHL, Go High Level. We used to do with a developer and stuff, but at the end of the day, I think this platform has everything. Is a bit complicated to use. I have to say, there's a learning curve. But when you have it, it's like all in one. Well, we use also NetA in other make and stuff, like to help with the automation and to customize the email so it sounds human. But aside from that, the CRM and all that is in so go high level is helping with that.
Yeah, thanks. Well, we're coming up on a break right now, so we're going to have a few messages from a few sponsors, and we'll be back with street level marketing after this break.